I had like one slutty week in August, and wow, did it really take it out of me. Hooked up with 2 guys in the same week.
Never going out. I'm never going out with a dude again, I swear. I swear. I hate my life. Like, why can't I find one person?
I'm so tired of I'm always, every single time, I'm always attracted on serious guys. Why? What have I done?
Because he never took me on a date or even planned one in the house. Mr. Anxiety. Do not date a woman for 3 months. Her. Lead her to believe you want a relationship. Literally spend a whole entire week with her and then ghost her for 4 days and dump her and then
I've said this before, and I will say it again. One more of you! One more of you! Lead me on. I flew out to see this guy. I flew out to see this guy, and he's still...
As women, we are fed this lie that you can have this super happy and productive and like fulfilling life. But when you look at men and women, men are biologically designed to go sow the seeds. There's a reason why you do not carry a child for 9 months. For women, it's like, I need to find this one specific partner. I can only be pregnant for 9 months. And so with women, there's a reason why, like, biologically, hookup culture and just sleeping with a bunch of people, this like sex positive culture for women, I don't think it's healthy because it's going against.
Welcome to the Readiness Tribe. Let's get started on today's video.
Mama, there goes that man.
I'm just gonna come out and say it, and this might not be a popular opinion, but don't hook up. Do not hook up with him. Don't hook up with him until he gives you exclusivity. Intimacy is an exchange of energy, and your energy is sacred. Only men who respect you, who are supportive and kind and loving and caring to you, only men who are willing to give you the connection and relationship that you desire, deserve to have access to your body. Only men who you want to be with deserve to have access to your body. Don't get intimate with men hoping that it makes them want a relationship with you. Remember, you're not trying to get him to like you. He's wooing you. He's trying to attract you. Don't hook up. It weeds him out quick.
Her advice sounds good, but it's inconsistent. Don't hook up until he proves himself. Except for the guys she's highly attracted to? That's the part people notice, because rules only matter when they're applied across the board. If one group gets standards and another gets exceptions, that creates confusion, and men pick up on that fast. So it's not just about having standards, it's about being consistent with them. Because inconsistency doesn't build respect, it creates mixed signals, and mixed signals lead to mixed results.
Part 4, and I will leave it at part 4 unless y'all want me to continue. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it at part 4. I'm going to say this, that men have a right to their feelings, and this is how they feel, ladies. Let's get it started. Y'all are too naked, too scantily dressed out in public. They don't like the fake hair and the extended lashes. That's been an ongoing conversation. They hate lace front wigs. They hate it. Y'all are not fun to be around. Someone said, why even date when you can get everything for free, expecting everything, offering nothing, too many attitudes? I agree. Always needing approval from your friends, very unapproachable. I can also agree. Say you want good men, but constantly pick the opposite. I agree. Always seeking validation and attention from social media. I can go on.
What she's listing isn't hate, it's feedback. Men don't stop approaching for no reason. They adjust to patterns, attitude over openness, tests over clarity, high expectations with low receptiveness. When those show up consistently, effort goes down. Because approaching is an investment, time, energy, risk. If the return feels uncertain, men opt out. So instead of taking it personal, look at it objectively. Because when behavior changes, outcomes change. And right now, men are responding to what they're experiencing, not guessing.
Tell me why this guy invited me on a date, and when we were confirming everything this morning, he said to me, "Can you pay and I will e-transfer you the money?" We're in Canada up here. We don't have Zelle. We don't have Venmo. We do e-transfer. So this guy's been pursuing me for a while. But you know, I've been in a relationship, or I was just not interested, or whatever. And he finally convinced me to go out with him. And I started actually looking forward to it. I was like, you know what? He looks like he's really funny. He seems really funny. He seems really nice. I'm enjoying the conversation, all that good stuff. So I started to look forward to it. We planned the day. We're going to go to this really nice restaurant that's down the street that I've never been to. It's got great drinks. It's got great food, all that stuff. I'm actually like really pumped. And today he's like, hey, are we still on for tonight? I was like, absolutely. Then this man proceeds to say, I lost my wallet. Do you mind paying for it? And I will e-transfer you the money. Now, first of all, sir, you don't have Apple Pay. You don't have another method of payment you could use. Nothing. Also, if you lost your wallet, how are you doing anything in life right now? Like, how are you getting gas? How are you, like, paying for anything? I personally think that the man pays for the first day, and especially if you invited me on the first date, you should be paying. And I've also heard these horror stories about women who get asked onto dates, and the man, like, buys all kinds of shit and says he'll be right back, and then like leaves, or says he'll pay her back and he doesn't, all that kind of stuff. And I am not about that life. So I couldn't really tell if he's just trying to get a free meal. I don't know. I was honestly disappointed because, you know, if things went well, I had some spicy cubes back at home, I was gonna pop, you know? It's unfortunate. So I said, nope, once you find your wallet, we can go on a date. And he was like, damn.
She admitted she'd been stringing him along, so now the dynamic changes. When a guy feels like he's investing with no real return, he starts testing the situation. Can you pay? Might sound random, but it's really a gauge. Are you actually interested or just enjoying attention? Because effort without reciprocity gets old fast. Now, was it smooth? Not really, but the intent is clear. He stopped playing the role and checked the energy. And if the energy wasn't there, he adjusted. Because men don't keep investing where they don't feel genuine interest.
So here's the thing, I'm not good at being a loose woman. I had like one slutty week in August, and wow, did it really take it out of me. Hooked up with 2 guys in the same week. I broke down. I was like, oh my God, they're both into me. How am I gonna tell them that I'm seeing other people that aren't just them? They're gonna be so upset. And then, you know, at the end of the day, neither of them ever spoke to me again. So it's crazy that I'm out here thinking people give a shit what I do. That's nuts. I'm out here crying like, I'm so sorry, did I hurt your feelings? And they're like, who are you?
That situation hurts, but it's also a reality check. She assumed that physical connection would lead to emotional investment. And that's not how it works for most men. 2 guys, same week, same outcome. That's not coincidence, that's a pattern. If the setup is casual, many men will keep it casual. So the lesson here isn't about blaming them, it's about understanding the environment. If you want something serious, you have to move like someone who wants something serious. Because your outcomes usually follow your approach. And when expectations don't match actions, that's when reality hits hard.
That I could have a conversation with him, that he could be here with me, that he could have chosen me.
Trying to get a guy to commit or trying to see where things go, I indulged in hookup culture.
Why am I not good enough to date? If you want to hook up with me, why do you not want to date me? And then it's like, is it my personality? Am I that unsufferable?
When I tell people that I've never officially been on a date with someone, they don't believe me. But to me, a date is like actually going to a nice restaurant that someone's planned, and I've never had that.
Clearly, I'm not doing something right.
If you do not want to be with her, just tell me.
When I was little, I really didn't think it was going to be this hard to find someone.
When, like, I don't know how to fix this.
I just want a family.
I had to come to terms with knowing that I'm not a woman that men commit to or love. They want, but I've never had any big romantic gestures.
So it happened again. I had a date cancel on me and I got stood up.
And I have been stood up.
I know I deserve better. But he was that person for me.
Stop
ghosting.
What you're seeing isn't random. It's consequence meeting reality. Hookup culture is built on low commitment and short-term thinking. In the moment, it feels easy. No pressure, no expectations. But over time, that creates a gap between what people say they want and what they're actually doing. And that gap turns into frustration. Because if you move casually, you're going to attract casual outcomes. This isn't about judgment, it's about alignment. If you want something serious, your approach has to reflect that. Otherwise, you keep getting the same results, just with different people.
Hookup culture has become way normalized. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not perfect. I struggled with this a lot, but now I look back and I'm like, ew, you're gross. Like, get off me. Why did I let you near me? Like, it feels like I did such a disservice to myself that I'm like, icky. It's sad and it's unfortunate that it's normalized now to just go out drinking every weekend and go home with someone new. And it really doesn't matter how many people that you hook up with, that void that you feel is not going to be filled by hooking up with someone else. Like, it for sure is a good distraction in the moment, but how long does that feeling really last for? And then you're left feeling worse than you did before. And it honestly makes me sick to think that I used to do that. Like, what was I thinking? Did I think that would help? Because it sure didn't.
That's one of the most honest takes you'll hear. Trying to fill a void with short-term situations might feel good in the moment, but it doesn't solve the actual issue, because the void isn't physical, it's emotional, it's internal. And when the moment passes, you're right back where you started, sometimes worse. So the lesson isn't about judging the behavior, it's about recognizing the pattern. If you want something meaningful, you have to address what's missing first, then move with intention. Because you can't fix internal gaps with external distractions. That's why the reality hits hard, but it's necessary. This concludes this video. If you made it this far, thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please comment and subscribe. Artie out.
Mama, there goes that